What up, what up, what up? Welcome everybody to Cheap Drinks and Cheat Codes episode 22.
We're getting up there. Twin digits. 11 was such a long time ago.
Just watching Phil's beer overflow. No.
Stop.
Party foul, you better chug it. Oh, how is everybody this week? Well, Justin's
Chilling.
crappy. We just found out why.
I guess I've been bad.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. Saving money to spending money, so.
Just 3D print a tire,
Clever.
right?
I'll be right back.
Instead of,
Big
the,
brain. Oh no, Phil.
instead of the smell
Oh.
of burning rubber, it's be melting plastic.
Yeah, bro. I feel like filament's a little bit cheaper than rubber. How much?
Maybe.
Tires like what? $150 for a good tire.
Probably 100, 150.
Yeah. How much
probably.
filament could you get for $150?
What? Probably $20 a roll.
Oh, you'd be good, bro.
So.
Like a tire. That's a tire. That's probably even. It just probably wouldn't
yeah,
last as long.
Yeah. They print it really thin.
All right. So it hasn't happened yet, but the big thing this week, the Ubisoft Forward. We got the lineup reveal a while ago. I'm gonna pull it up. We're gonna watch. No, I'm not. Oh yeah, I am. I mean, we already know what's coming. It's Watch Dogs Legion, Ghost of Tsushima. They're probably gonna do what's their new battle royale?
What? Ghost is Ubisoft?
Hyper.
Isn't
Not
it?
ghosts.
No?
No.
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 Am I messing up here?
Ghost
Hyper.
is
Hyper.
Hyperscape.
Scape. I wanna say
Hyperscape.
Yeah, Hyperscape.
Hypersphere.
Let's see here. It's July 12th. That's Sunday, right?
Sunday.
Yeah. Why did I think?
We'll see how it goes. They're saying
Assassin's
it's gonna
Creed.
Be like a,
That's what it was.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Big facts. Big facts. Yeah, 11 a.m.
Which, I mean-
on Sunday. We already really know. I mean, unless they're gonna do like a gameplay, then I'd be down to watch it. But I just don't really
I'm
know
gonna
what
watch
they're
it.
gonna
It's
show.
Sunday. I'm not doing anything Sunday anyway. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put it on and just let it play, and then play something on PC in the meantime.
Right.
I want to see new Watch Dogs material because
Oh.
I'm really excited for the new Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Legions looks really good.
And
Yeah,
apparently,
it's been a while since they showed anybody anything.
Yeah, well, they showed E3 last year. I think was
Yeah.
the last real big.
Hmm.
Here's new stuff.
Right. I guess you also can unlock Watch Dogs 2 for PC for free if you watch it.
Yes,
That's pretty dope. I didn't know that.
during the conference.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs 2 goes free.
No, that's dope.
Yeah, I'm game for it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, not much to talk about there until it actually happens, but
Yeah.
there's actually
I mean-
this actually just the Expungy thing. No, what was the thing we were just talking about? The Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn, was it the lead writer or what was his position?
He was 1 second because that just dropped. I didn't get a chance to go through it.
Right.
Writer John Gonzalez
Gonzalez.
left Guerrilla Games. Right here,
Yeah.
Brandon. on
Yep.
the,
I got it.
there
Yep.
you go.
Horizon Forbidden West writer John Gonzalez exits Guerrilla Games. That's crazy. I wonder.
Yeah.
Wonder what the reasoning behind it was. I'm sure.
I hope it's not the same Ubisoft is losing people.
Yeah,
I
big,
wouldn't be surprised.
big facts.
It seems like it's kind of hitting the masses at this point.
Yeah.
Everybody's got them. They're finally coming out. And,
That's why we got rid of Josh.
yeah.
Me too, his ass. But the
Touched me. He touched me on the parking lot on the way home.
bro, I tell you,
Had to
he
go.
gets a little crazy. Yep. Then the ex-Bungie executive Activision deal was bad from the start. I would have to agree because all that Activision has done with Destiny has literally just they just overly monetized it.
Yeah, they killed off the entire Destiny system. It's
Like-
all
I remember when that like came out, like Bungie and Activision together to make Destiny, and like it was this two companies that were doing some pretty great things at the time, coming together to make a game. Because before that, it was like Halo 3 versus Call of Duty, Halo Reach versus Call of Duty. Now
Right.
companies are coming together to make a game, and then it was Destiny, which I hear like tons of people play it and have fun with it, and I see that, but I think it could have been so much more. Because for me, I played both of them. I played through the main story. The second one, I played through the first DLC, which was super short, and then I just stopped playing. Like, I didn't even get back in time to save all of my progress from when it moved to Steam.
Oh dang.
So now everything I did, I can't even do,
Right.
because it's on a completely new platform.
And
I'll regrind it with you, Phil.
I don't want to. I really don't.
I didn't know that they had split from Activision back in 2009 in January, or 2019 in January.
Yeah,
I think that's when they tried to kind of rebrand and kind of get themselves back.
But it makes sense because that's around when Destiny 2 came to Steam.
Was it?
And that's when that was all starting. So that makes sense. I didn't know that was the reason. I thought they just were moving to Steam, but I guess it was because that split. So that makes sense. But still.
Yeah, Destiny 2 is now entirely self-published and will be coming to Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 via Bungie. It's actually kind of cool.
Okay.
And then they're also working on a new IP. Which I haven't seen.
I mean, are they though? Bungie tends to do trifectas of games.
Right.
Because there was Halo, and then they did Reach, which is essentially a prequel. But before that, Bungie did have a first-person shooter game on PC that I can't remember the name of it, but they did a trilogy for that before moving to Halo.
It's called Incubation.
Yeah. Or is that the new one?
Yeah. Will feature comedic and whimsical characters, which just sounds like that robot dude, Clyde.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. That's the reason I have a picture of him right there too.
Right. Oh yeah, right there. That makes total sense. But all right, yeah, Bungie, go do some stuff.
Yeah, get away from Activision, because all Activision will tell you to do is copy and paste.
Yeah. Is the game you're looking for Marathon, Phil?
I think so. It's something like that. Yeah, it's
Marathon,
really old.
Marathon 2, Marathon Infinity.
Yeah, it was a triple three-peat.
90, 94, 95, 96. Yeah.
It was their first trilogy before they moved to Halo.
So, Last of Us 2 online harassment between Laura Bailey and Neil Druckmann. I don't know anything about this.
Yeah. So Laura?
It's against them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, against them. Okay.
It's all the little the butthurt kids that are like, oh, you made a fantastic game, but how dare you make like a homosexual main character? How dare you make me play as a woman? That's what most of the complaints are about.
Gotcha. A lot of people are also against. So Laura Bailey plays a character named Abby, who you find this out really early on is one of the villains. And she is the character is meant to look very muscular and everything, like this woman. And people are were harassing her, sending her terrible Twitter messages about death threats and everything. For the longest time she had kept them off, but this last week she posted these tweets, messages to her. Just kind of as this thing sometimes it's just too hard to handle type of thing.
Right.
And some people might know Laura Bailey because she's also the main character voice actress for Gears 5, the new Gears 5 game.
Okay.
But she also is on Critical Role, the D&D game with a bunch of voice actors.
I was wondering where I saw her. I was like, I've seen this lady so much.
But she's been doing voice acting for a long time with anime and stuff.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
But like, I don't understand. Like, I know, like you guys, like not you guys, but like, there's the neckbeards out there. Like, if there's a woman in a zombie survival apocalypse, she needs to be smoking, like minimal armor. Like, she needs to be hot. But like, this game is more towards like the real life. Like, I'm not saying it's real life, but it's more,
I mean, that's
real
more
than any other
realistic.
like zombie. Yeah,
for sure.
Like, she's not gonna be some super, slim.
Yeah,
Like,
she's not
perfect
gonna be looking like Harley
model
Quinn
running-
out here.
Yeah,
Like-
she's not running around in stilettos out in the woods. Like, if you're living in the woods for what is this now, Phil, from the time the apocalypse took place? It's been like
years.
10, 15 years.
Oh
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you're living out in the woods, constantly on the move, like working and lifting and building and like surviving. You're gonna get built.
Yeah, you're gonna be shredded.
Yeah,
you're gonna look like
you're
you in
just
fucking
naturally-
jail.
You'll be naturally shredded like that. Like, you can't go down and get your McDonald's every day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No,
It's
it's just
You tell me
neckbeard.
McDonald's is gonna be there during the zombie apocalypse? I'm out.
I'm gonna break you some bad news here, real
It's
quick,
not.
Brandon.
It's not.
I'm sorry.
But the biggest thing is like, I mean, I've only played, I think it's logged in at just under 8 hours of the game so far. That the one thing is very early on, yeah, you find out she's the villain and you instantly hate her. But in good writing, you should hate the villain, and not in a way that is like, okay, this villain's just stupid or innately evil. Like, they do a cool thing. You learn, this isn't a big spoiler, you play as her for a little bit at the start before you find out. So it's this interesting thing of like, oh, who is this new character I'm playing as real quick?
Yeah.
And then you find out, oh, she's the bad guy. And I'm sure there's a lot more in depth as I play more that you'll find out about her, because this game is very, very big in being a narrative driven game. There's no multiplayer. If there is, I doubt anybody plays it because there's no point. The game is about.
The first multiplayer was fun.
I don't know. I didn't play it. I just played the story.
The first multiplayer was actually really fun.
But I mean, if you really think about the first one and the second one, the games start out with like, very emotional things happening right off the bat. The other game's been out for 10 years now or so. You see Joel's daughter get shot right off the bat, his young daughter at the time. It happens right at the beginning, and you're like actually walking around as her at first, I believe, and then you get shot, and it's just like, whoa, that's intense. So they do the same thing here. This falls along how Naughty Dog runs. But you can't get mad for having a good villain, because if you have a bad villain, you're not going to like the game anyway.
Yeah, it'll have a bad story.
You're going to have no reason to do anything. Like, this villain sucks. Why should I go after them? Why should I, when I see them, want my character to kill them?
Right. It's got to be compelling. It's called story writing.
Yeah. So this harassment is just stupid. Like, obviously these people are playing Call of Duty or something? Like, I don't know where you come off not understanding.
Call of Duty has had some insane villains. Like, we're talking, people.
I don't know. That's just my go-to bad game right now, and I don't know why.
Well, no, I mean,
the new
but
ones
it's,
are
but it's if in the case that those are the people that are complaining, it doesn't make any sense. I would need to hear a very philosophical and legitimate reasoning on why that is in fact like bad storytelling. Just don't understand. But
I mean, it's not. The thing is a lot of people are even calling the character like a transgender character, and she might be. I have not found out. I have not,
yeah, there was a lot
watched
of
or read any spoilers because I don't want to. Because this game is the Last of Us series is top 5 on my list. Like, I posted a picture on Instagram of like the first little, because it's a semi-open world game where you can go find things, and just as picking up, you learn of new sections.
Right.
I cleared out everything because there's these little, really intense, like emotional storytelling parts for doing these extra things that you could completely pass up.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. All right. Well, before I start crying, let's move on. Geforce Now is losing access to a bunch of different stuff.
Now you can start crying.
Right. Yeah, I'm on from one sad thing to another. So leaving July 3rd, Saints Row 3rd remastered, leaving July 31st. I don't really care much about Ace Combat, but for the people who were trying to play Dark Souls, you beat. All the Dark Souls are gone. Every one of them. 1 through 3, including the remaster and the DLC of 2, Scholar of the First Sin. All you fighting game players, you beat. Soul Calibur and Tekken gone. Rip. I don't understand why we've covered GeForce Now. I think in every episode, every week,
A lot.
something happens with GeForce Now.
Yeah.
It's very.
They're either
weird.
getting games or they're
losing them.
games are losing them.
Yeah,
It's just a very interesting thing about how these developers want to have their games accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. That's a good comment. That's a quality comment right here. Great service being killed by corporate greed and need of sweet Stadia cash that publishers are promised if they get their games and take them off of GeForce Now. That's actually super viable. I would be interested in seeing the list of games that are moving from GeForce Now to Stadia. That's actually
it's
quite relevant. I didn't put that together because Stadia is trash. And this one is the only one that really makes any sense to me, but
Stadia's still trash.
This is something that I'm excited about. I think that this would be huge. An acquisition of Warner Brothers from Microsoft, all their IPs, including DC Comics, DC Entertainment, everything that has to do with Harry Potter. I think even this guy right here on the screen. This is the guy from Shadow of War, right?
Yeah, Miller, Shadow of War, and Mordor.
Oof. This would be cool. I don't know what they would even do. Like, I can't really wrap my head around the concept of really like open world Batman games, but if Microsoft went that route, like some,
I mean, the Arkham games, Arkham City, the one after that, Arkham Knight, those are all like semi-open world games because you can go and around Gotham.
right?
And they're great. You know, Rocksteady does a wonderful job with those.
What I was thinking was, what I kind of had in my mind was like Crackdown, but Batman Beyond.
Oh,
I think that, like, running around as Terry, bro, out there kicking ass, that'd be nuts. That would be something that they could do to combat the Spider-Man game on like, you know, the PlayStation. I think, because I'm a huge, I'm not a big Batman fan, but I'm a huge Batman Beyond fan because he was the coolest. When I literally wanted to be.
I mean, and that would be a wonderful like new game for Rocksteady to do. Like, right, they've done all these Arkham games and they haven't made one in a while. And then there's all this information of that, like they're gonna make, you know, Suicide Squad. Like, no, don't do that. You know, Batman Beyond, because in the Arkham, one of them or maybe all of them, you can get like the armor that's Batman Beyond.
I think it's this
it's
one.
Like a little extra thing you can. Here. Yeah, it's a little extra thing you can unlock.
It's like a futuristic version of it.
Yeah, they have futuristic ones, but it's like Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
But they never make a Batman Beyond game.
Yeah,
it would be a great thing to go into.
Yeah, that's the one thing with when it comes to comic book, like, I'm sure it's a little bit more complex because there's so much canon to every of those individual stories that they might have 4 games of regular Batman that they really, really want to do that are based on that canon that they had been developing. But I feel like with comic books and regular books, you are almost at an unlimited amount of content that you could create for video games. Because a video, you know, like a video game, like a really good solid story game, like, you know, 40 to 60 hours without it being like crazy long, like a Witcher or something like that. Like, you could pump them out in a couple years. I mean, shit, you have if they got everything DC, it would be insane. I mean, like you could rake in the money.
Oh yeah, that's
I
such
mean,
a huge like
that's
entity to pull in.
right. Speaking of raking in the money, do you guys like dragons?
I do.
I do too.
All right.
Let's watch something. I gotta turn the audio off.
Say goodbye to Brandon's wallet.
Need you guys to buy
I
a
mean,
couple
we
of the
already
prints that
know
are right.
one person who's gonna buy all of these day
Oh
one
yeah,
tomorrow.
absolutely. Tomorrow, Henry's gonna buy every one of these.
Yeah.
I was reading the article about how these were designed, and they said it was extremely difficult to get them to look like functioning weapons. Like, so
See, that right there is funny. Just like
one of the cool parts is like, so yeah, so he's got, you know, the little smoke comes out of his mouth. He's holding the ammo box, and then if you look, it's a crystal between his wings that you're looking through. I think that's pretty sick. Like that's a neat little detail.
yeah.
And I think that was the little ending part there. Yeah, I don't know. I think these are sick. So this is the op right now. This is the big sniper. You've got obviously like the knife. This is pretty dope. It's like looks like a jaw. Pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be, is the jaw. But and I think it's the frenzy and the guardian. But yeah, so there's the frenzy, the pistol. I think if I don't buy the vandal, I may buy the pistol because I love that reload animation. When he shoots this dude and it like burps, like that's just hilarious. And I think this is the vandal. This in the beginning right here.
Oh, that's a shotgun shell, Brandon.
No, I meant this one right here in the
Oh,
beginning.
yeah.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, so this
Yeah,
one
that
here.
probably is
The last one I think is the guardian. That single shot DMR that they have.
Yeah, well, this is either the judge or the
Yeah,
other one.
This might be the judge because you see that burst right there.
And the
Yeah.
shotgun shell fly out.
Yeah.
Yes, that's definitely one of the two. I don't know. They look cool.
Yeah, they do. Like
But here comes the problem with them.
Yeah, when we were talking about it off stream, I mean, yeah, the biggest issue is that, you know, it is $100. It's $99 to get all of them in the bundle. They're $24 a piece. I don't think the knife will be available for purchase separately, because the issue with these is that we didn't have with the other bundles is this says in the, where is it? Says somewhere in this article, I don't need to find it, I guess, but that the knife is an exclusive set item. Right there it is. Will also feature an exclusive knife. Exclusive to me makes it different than, you know, like the other knives, like the sword the sovereign sword and things like that you can purchase in the store separately. But I mean, we'll find out.
Exclusively, to me at least, it sounds like you can only get that buying the big
whole
pack.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, but I'll be buying one of them. I just don't know which one.
The thing
cool.
that I mean, they're cool. The $100 for the bundle actually isn't a terrible price. I thought it was like one gun with a skin for $100 at first, and I was like,
oh, okay, yeah, that'd
no.
be OD. That'd be OD.
But still $25 for one skin.
One gun skin.
Yeah.
For one gun skin, I still think it's
pretty outrageous.
That's up there.
Yeah, it's pretty outrageous for sure.
I think like $25 should have been like, you know, the big op, maybe 20 for like the assault rifles, and then, you know, 10 for like the pistols.
Yeah. See, they're all upgradable, and they all do, like, basically when you buy a skin, it has an animation and alternate colors. So that'll be the other thing, is I want to see the alternate colors. I think these are cool, but I'm a sucker for like black and purple or like something like that. Like the pistol I bought, black and purple. The only reason why I bought it. everything about it, color coded, matters. I don't know. I think it's cool. I don't see myself buying anything outrageously expensive. So I don't see myself buying the whole thing. I just can't picture myself doing that. I have a hard time ordering food if it's too expensive. But yeah, so that's that.
And we also know that dragons are in the lore of Valorant now.
Yeah, dragons are
which
in the
makes
lore.
perfect sense, I guess.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, you got people that like Omen, his lore is like he died like 1,000 times and then he came back as like this kindred spirit type thing. I don't know. There's a lot of shit going on, bro. All right, let's throw it over to speedrun real quick.
Let's hit it up. Speed it up.
Yeah, so speedrun, not really anything super interesting. We've got the Donkey Kong Country leads July, basically with the Nintendo Switch Online for SNES, and yeah, it's just basically all the old games are coming to
SNES.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So they've had the SNES like come out a while back, and like you can get, if you have the Nintendo Online service, which is $20 a year, you get access to the SNES and the NES Online gallery.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe Super Metroid and like Link to the Past are on there, and now they brought Donkey Kong Country to it, which is good because since Rare owns that and Microsoft owns Rare, and that whole partnership has come back, has allowed for this to happen. Though the SNES Mini did have Donkey Kong Country on it as well.
I always find that really strange when a licensed character is leased out to another company and then like that parent company who owns the IP doesn't have access to their own asset that was made in a game like from another. It's so strange to me. I find that always so weird because that's what happened with all like the Spider-Man and the Venom movies and stuff, and why there was so much debacle. Is like, well, you don't own that character, so you can't continue to make movies that you've already written. But very strange. Speaking of some TV and some movies, Sims 4 reality show. I'm hyped.
Yeah,
I'm hyped. I think it's gonna be cool.
Kind of weird.
Very strange.
It's like a contest.
Yeah, very very weird.
You get 10K or 100K though. It's 100K.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. I don't even understand it fully. I read the article, still can't really comprehend how it's going to play out. I feel like it's going to be so cringy that it's going to have like some cult following because it's so cringy.
Oh, it'll definitely have a following.
It's going to be there's going to be a sneak peek this Friday, so tomorrow, during the TBS E-League game night, where they do like, I believe, Counter-Strike and stuff like that.
Didn't even know they had that.
Yeah, TBS E-League and stuff is huge. But it's always like the same teams playing each other every week. I don't even know, to be honest. It's super super bizarre. It'd be like if they had continued with the cosplay show, but they couldn't do the cosplay show. They couldn't do licensed characters because they didn't own the rights to do them. Yeah. So it defeats it's like you're just dressing up at that point. You're not really cosplaying at that point. You're just doing like your own original characters.
As long as in this reality show people get stuck in like bathrooms and just go.
Yep. Yeah. Someone needs to take the ladder out of the pool, and I wanna watch someone die on national television.
That'd be pretty great.
I can't get out of the pool. I'm really, really hungry. Bleh.
Or people just defecating on the floor.
That show off that new Remnant trailer.
Oh yeah, we could look at the Remnant trailer because that was hot. It's not on the list though. Oh yeah, it is right there.
It's right above speed.
Cool. Forgot about that. Yeah, we're gonna do this.
They say.
Whoa! Stop it! I don't even know what just happened.
Uh-oh.
It just took me to some stream. It was telling me I needed to watch. I needed to watch Symphony win some tournament or something like that. All right.
They say hope is what makes us human.
There you go.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Only because this is what we've been playing recently.
Yeah, this is such a hot game.
Another hole we have to plug.
Yeah. So it does have kind of some spoilers in it, which kind of sucked. Just because I would have liked to know that we didn't successfully destroy the Bloodroot, but we did. So like this is from what I gathered, lore crafting in my own mind. We successfully destroy the Bloodroot, and then this is a whole different world, kind of like that we went into through those portals. So I'm assuming we go through a final portal, and yeah, but
Maybe.
super cool. Something we've been playing. We do have the swamps unlocked in the run through that we're doing. It's a good time. Super fun game. Very hard. Oh my gosh. It is not
very,
easy.
very dummy.
Sometimes the double
twin,
boss.
yeah, the split
oh
boss.
My God.
That was
That
obnoxious.
thing was. But we got through it eventually.
Yeah, it was
nice.
It was cool.
Also, the like one guy with the like Wolverine claws that you guys got both down, and then I had to kill it because
and then you soloed him. The guy that in the little basement area on the stairs, we had him like running up and down. Yeah, that was super cool. This is a game that honestly I wouldn't even be mad if they Destinied the crap out of it. Like, keep coming out with DLC. I don't even care, because it's fun. Like, as long as they don't get shorter. The Destiny DLC always got shorter. It was like, it was the same price. Like,
well, so I bought the Destiny 2 bundle that came with the first DLC. It was like, you pay.
Right.
But the thing is now that I think about it, I paid too much. Like, because
violated.
that DLC is super short. Like, I finished the story. I didn't know that. I was like, I've only played for like 3 hours. How is this DLC story done? And then I had to wait another like 2 weeks for the DLC's raid to open. It's just like,
and that's always funny to me, because it's like, that means that the content's not ready yet. Imagine a WoW patch comes out for a new instance or raid, and the raid's not ready when the patch comes out. Never happened. Never happened in
their
like the
players,
15 years.
Their players would just be done, because a lot of those people are getting ready for that next raid right up into the launch. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah,
they're running strats and looking at PBR release videos and stuff. It's crazy. But let's go over the list of games. I'm gonna do it via the docs because I don't have it on the Photoshop file. So we're gonna zoom in here and talk about these games right here. Catherine, Full Body. This is a game that creeps me out.
They
Very
were always
weird.
kind of creepy games.
If anybody's ever played it, it's the blonde-haired girl with glasses. I don't really know what the premise of it is. I've watched Dashi play it. Is it?
It's a weird love story where you're playing through the guy's dreams.
Yeah, it's real strange.
Weird.
Yeah. It's fappable for sure. That comes out on Switch on July 7th. Superliminal. Came out. Oh yeah, came out 2 days ago. This list is a little old on that early part, but Superliminal. I don't know. Has anybody seen this? I don't know anything about it.
I didn't look at it.
The best way to describe it is it's kind of like a psychological game.
Okay.
So like, it's a lot of puzzles to it. But like, example, like the one thing you always see is like there's a hallway and there's like an opening at the top. You got to get to it, and like the guy walks up and he picks up like a letter, like an alphabet block, like a kid's block, it's got the letters on it. Well, like he picks it up and he takes like a couple steps back from it while he's holding it, and the box gets bigger because your viewpoint is the box is now massive
Oh,
from
okay,
the distance that it looks.
Gotcha.
Like, looks really, really cool. Definitely really cool, like, psychological game. Like,
Okay.
yeah, there's dice on that one picture.
Yeah, so
Or
it's
that
all
cheese wedge, yeah.
it's all about playing with just the
Like
perspective.
angles and shapes and
Yeah.
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
big
it's just
perspective.
your perspective of the item. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. This looks like the shining hallway. Well, okay. That
Then,
seems kind of cool. I
real
would play
quick,
that drunk.
7-Eleven Slurpee in the chat just gave us cheers.
Oh, hey, cheers. Hold on, I'll crack on another one. I don't got nothing better to do.
Oh my god.
I hit you.
How did you drink that first one? I'm still drinking my can, but I had a debacle at the start, so.
Yep. But yeah, cheers to you, 7-Eleven Slurpee. We appreciate you. My bad. Crosscode. Also don't know this. I didn't really look at this list. I feel bad about it. Crosscode comes out PS4, Switch, July 9th, which is today. It just came out. Go buy it. Go play it. I'm sure it's great. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2 came out on everything. PC, PS4, Xbox, Switch tomorrow.
And again, this thing was just like randomly announced. Like they're like, guess what? This is coming out, and it's like they announced it like last week or the week before, and it's like next week, whatever. The first one's great. I played it. I even did a limited run games and bought the physical of the first one. It's for Switch. If you love Castlevania 3,
oh, okay,
this game's awesome.
Nice.
Crosscode is a retro-inspired 2D action RPG.
Oh, what? What?
Crosscode.
Speaking my language right now.
Phil, this is definitely up your alley.
Probably.
You looking at a couple screenshots. Looks really neat. Oh, there's a big robot crab. That's kind of cool.
Well, yeah, this is we'll go back and look at that one. So that one it says Crosscode. Yeah, the
Crosscode.
Bloodstained is just a Castlevania type side scroller. It looks a lot of fun.
Castlevania 3, the first one, Castlevania 3, kind of spiritual successor, and this is going to be more of that. And that first one was so fun, and it's great to play on the Switch.
Oh yeah,
like I'm going to remember finishing that game.
This looks like a game
forever
Phil
because
would play for sure.
This is definitely a Phil game.
This is a game Phil would play for sure.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, playing Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. I beat it on my Switch while my wife and I were sitting outside grilling food. Never forget that.
Nice. All right. Well, let's run through the rest of this list real quick. We got Deadly Premonition 2. Comes out on the Switch for July 10th. F1 2020 came out on everything, including Stadia. July 10th. Sisters Royale. Sounds like a good time. Five Sisters Under Fire. A little less cool. But it comes out on Xbox tomorrow, July 10th. Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town has an EU release for the Switch coming out tomorrow, and then Sword Art Online Civilization, I think that's how you say it. Lycoris comes out PC, PS4, Xbox tomorrow as well. And then the last thing is something really funny.
That's not what I was expecting.
The cheat code of the week.
It's more of a mod this week.
More of a mod of the week, but it's still great.
It's but you're kind of cheating.
Some gentleman, modded modern weapons into Dark Souls as all the different crossbows. It's pretty overpowered.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Does he run through a boss or anything in here?
The thing is,
he runs through a bunch of ads.
He's just.
I know where he is right now.
Yeah.
But like it melts. It melts like your basic ads.
Yeah, this is dope.
It's really neat because it uses your stamina. It uses your stamina assist like as ammo.
Right. That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, because then you could kind of infinitely kite, but it would be hard. You would have to sacrifice doing like full damage.
Any kind of dodge. Like anybody comes up.
Is that a Tommy gun? What is that?
There's a lot of weapons in this game.
Yeah, he's got a Tommy gun. Okay. Oh, hit him with the reload and the one-hander. I'm happy about that. That's dope.
This would be cool. Like I still need it. I haven't finished Dark Souls 3, and I always feel bad about it. So maybe I do have it on both PC and PS4 because that's how I roll. And maybe I'll play it on PC and add this mod in.
Yeah.
Have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Alan Z is the guy who made it, but if you did, kudos to you, bro. That's actually hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was him or not. It's just
Super funny. Yeah, I'm not sure I mean, he's got some Orient, area text on both his channel name and on screen, so maybe it is, or maybe you can only mod it in that version of the game.
As far as I know, you have to be offline, if I'm not mistaken, to do it. Because if you go online, it detects it as a cheat.
Right.
And,
Yeah,
and
I
you're
always.
Yeah. So this is
Yeah,
like
I
a
always
Chinese
play
version,
Dark
or-
Souls offline because I hate people invading you.
Oh yeah.
So I always play offline.
Yeah, for sure.
Forsaken Silver is the gentleman's name.
Forsaken Silver. So shout out to Forsaken Silver. I'll throw his information up above or something like that. A sniper? He's got a sniper now. Okay.
Yeah, it's a Dragunov. It was a Car 98.
Too funny. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for us this week. Short week. There's not a whole lot going on. We're going to go over a little segment. We always do. We're talking about what we're playing, what we're doing this week. Phil, go ahead and kick us off. What have you guys been up to?
Okay. So I started playing Last of Us Part 2. Still playing a little Shadowrun Returns. And I tried out finally Space Hulk Deathwing, the enhanced edition, but it's essentially the same game. They just updated it a little bit, which is a Warhammer 40k game. And that's all I've been playing. And then, Cyberpunk Tabletop, because that's awesome.
Right. Nice. Justin, what have you been up to, bro?
Pretty close to Phil. We've both picked up finally for the week and a half we've had it.
Right.
Yeah.
Last of Us. I got to figure out where you are because I think you've caught up to me now.
So we just ran into Jesse. Oh, did I spoil something for you?
No.
He's like,
Yeah,
who the fuck is Jesse?
the car chase.
Where you're in the truck?
Yeah, the truck.
Mhm,
Yeah,
yeah,
we're like the same spot.
Yeah, a little past that. That was kind of one of the last things I did.
Yeah, that's the last major thing.
Nice.
Sorry for whoever's watching that.
I mean, that doesn't really give
Yeah,
anything
car
away.
chasing a
No.
guy named Jesse. That just sounds like an episode of Cops.
Yeah.
But we've been playing that. We've been playing Remnant from the Ashes. Phil's been ran our second game of that Cyberpunk D&D,
Mhm.
which I think is fantastic, just because that's more I love D&D, but like
The
Cyberpunk-
genre. Yeah.
Sci-fi
the genre
stuff
is
is
more
what
my
you
thing.
like.
Sci-fi
Yeah.
is more my genre. Like, I could never get into Skyrim just because that's not my whole theme. I'm just not a fan of ye old days of swords, and like it's fun and all, but
Ye
it's
old
not my thing.
days.
And that's pretty much all I've been playing. And a little
Nice.
Valorant. But I still hate that game, so I'm just not good. I can't complain. It's an alright game. I'm just trash.
Yeah. I've not been playing anything. I have been drawing and barely sleeping. I have went through 2 containers of Folgers coffee in the past week. And my girlfriend's father is in town, so we've been hanging out with him every day and trying to do homework. I slept on the floor in this room last night.
Damn.
Yep. It's a good time.
Rough.
It's got nothing to do with all these beers in my hand at all. Nothing about any of that makes any sense. But yeah, we're gonna play some Remnant from the Ashes. I've been playing Valorant. I think I played it last night and I played it today, from what I remember. But other than that, man, just been writing comics and drawing comics and trying to, get my effing life together. But we appreciate everybody in the stream. I appreciate you guys
Everyone
coming
is
and
single.
hanging out.
Jeez.
You guys are great. We'll see you next week. Episode 23. Crazy. But you guys have an
Catching up to our
awesome
age.
week. We love you. Stay golden, pony boy. Peace.